嗯，好，好像开始了，好。OK，每日也解完了，东西好像也刷差不多了，我看一下。啊，我们现在就来看吧，就来看吧，直接看吧。玉晶台，
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Julian Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe...
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Julian Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Yes.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Julian Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
很会聊天真句
It's。about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she... We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can
先
find
不
her
个
there.
写，先不个写。好。 在那么远的地方。
The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her. Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishe. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the chief, I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
不会大了。
But
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One
会
has
聊
been
天
one's
真
own
君，你先
companion
放
in
下
idle
哦。
talk for
你先
many
把
a
我，你
year.
先把你的嘴也放下。
Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
真会聊天。
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Juyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water, and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Joyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Joyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Joyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Joyun Karst. At her behest,
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then. So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too long. Considering the kindness...
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she...
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall be...
哎，靠呀！我居然按到，很小啦。我最讨厌这圈圈了，我的天！哦哦哦！
Why did you come here? This trial was prepared by... The training is much to her... No, I'm aware of your strength. If you're ready... Next on the agenda.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Oh my god！ 我好烂啊！
Ganya's a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Next on the agenda.
干你这风场怎样啊？被气死了！
We're way behind schedule. No. We've completed the task. Hardships are a fact of life, both for the Adepti and human.
Ganyu, what were you...
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by...
No. The only Adeptus who...
Who is it?
Conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Shao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared to
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are. Let's go.
既然都到这里，我要挖点，挖点肉。
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though.
Give up. Submit.
It's nothing. Wind, hear me.
This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost. Access denied. Time to go. For Rex Lapis.
Don't get too close!
Born of ice and frost. Access denied. All hail.
Don't waste my time.
I swear by my sword.
No touching. Born of ice and frost.
Give up.
Go as one!
Blaze over.
Go!
讨厌公脚哦，我还能拿用。
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to...
I am also one.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Oh, what blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man. Oh,
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. A person of your age should focus on work and family.
are you a real Adeptus? Why do you... You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of... Ugh, how dare you reprove me?
He might sorta have a point. We did
Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real...
Nobody stop. Ganyu, don't let that guy...
It's not his behavior. The things he said... He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But... I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adept...
It's true! Just believe...
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue if I'm proven right.
It's a step in the right direction. Go! We're finally back! Come on, Ganyu!
I suppose you have a point.
That's right!
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come...
我的天啊！我早又在哪边？
Can I go catch up?
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue.
Well, I used to be so busy.
Huh. It's true.
Well, when I think about my time here, it put me in a certain mood.
Is that It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am...
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time.
What an honor.
Uncle Tien, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional. Thank you for looking after me when I first...
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilled.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know.
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she...
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up. May I trouble you to meet her?
With pleasure. Solving the...
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
哪里好远？是不是干果然很远。会。
I don't know why.
Indeed, it has been. I heard that you've encountered some...
Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to...
Ganyu's not only a competent sex...
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not
Well, is there any...
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique.
Yes, you're right.
Oh my god， 走来走去。
I'm out of here.
Aha! We meet it.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Should we need to place such an order...
What? Ugh.
Well... Huh.
Don't let that rascal fool you. If you don't believe...
You know Second Life's business, so...
Of course. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll...
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here! That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fun. Look at the tax record. Not...
I see.
He must have gotten rid of...
I told you so.
But, Ms. Ganyu...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but...
Aha, you're...
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenter. Thank you for shining...
Oh, please.
It's all right, Wei-Shin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, that's so...
跑来跑去，哦，这比打架还难受。
I'm usually happy to take new apprentices.
Kingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Oi, oi, oi.
Hey, I heard that.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Liu, we've...
Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me?
You're very direct, Master Liu. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the...
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order.
Sure enough, Mr. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
Of course you... But... I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and... But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the...
Wait, I think...
Oh, Paimon sees them too! It's one of the Fatui...
They must be plotting something again.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Mass...
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui... We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by get... Besides, I can already feel my intuition as the...
Then what are we waiting for?
Frozen. Crisp.
Come on now!
Check this out.
Frozen to set. Freshness preserved.
Here's backup.
It's no problem.
Fire it up.
I think you've had enough.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson. If you don't spill whatever, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the...
If you're telling the truth, then what...
Fine. If you...
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't...
It's not an excuse. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinx of...
Judging by how he's looking at...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation...
Fanmu Carpenter, I swear.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over my...
I misjudged the situation. Our...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the ministry...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you.
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
干，我跟坏人一样，我
What a
天。
bittersweet...
I made a laughing stock out of myself.
No worry. Go!
哦，不要等，好远哦，混蛋！
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill churls. Let's show them what we got.
Barbados! Goodness.
And away I go!
先下去好不好？我们先下去。那个剩一丝丝丝。就没有接下去。
I swear by my sword.
Check this out.
From One-Man Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it.
好，什么东西？哦，9条沙罗3个。OK。
This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives. We finally.
这边我要跑好久哦。
With the wind.
I promise to help you. Look, it's agreed.
来啊！
Isn't it? I told you that all of my... I do.
Groundless accusation, but I sincerely advise that...
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of...
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr.
What?
He's talking without rhyme or time for the finishing.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you...
I'm...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction...
I didn't...
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Boalai?
Oh? Mr. Dong... I don't think you'll need my guidance.
Yes, thank... I must say, your enemy knows you. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it.
It's actually one of your father's. The Tianshu's old tricks. I just took some inspiration. Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from... That's how Uncle Tien managed to keep his position in the Qixing. I figured that as Uncle Tien's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father. So, I decided to use one...
I can see it now. I'm really grateful, Miss...
Ganyu solved both Hoishin's...
Oh, you've helped me.
That's not necessary.
Then let me treat you to a meal.
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Oh, come on.
If it's just a meal,
There's... Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment. Miss Ganyu, thank you.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin.
Truth be told...
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with...
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my... No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep? Look!
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me.
Not at all.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss
Ganyu,
That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return.
To us, you're like...
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally.
Yes, I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you...
Sure, but...
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
I'm out of here! Make my escape.
先剪剪，然后再来看第二个。
Make my escape.
嗯，快把璃月来看完了啊。Oh fuck.
I hope the others find some.
And away I go! Can't catch me! Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilichurls? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilichurls before, and they're always the bad guys. But this is different. Uh-oh. This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. These super evil hilichurls. Hey! Seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing. Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He's scared. Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you... But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptacy than Xiao.
Please, if you're here to thank... Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers.
My name's Paimon.
One sees. The one before you is the Adeptus. One descended from one...
Our wishes? Paimon...
There are different levels of Adept. Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers.
Have you seen them? I believe that now. They were watching him use his not long ago, once it was boiled and ready. Adepti medicine is sure you have to make some sacrifices if you see.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an reason being, it didn't come.
Finally, a life full of after my. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a poor.
What do you think? One's adherents may... All things are... In other words... Indeed. Oh? You need but ask.
Hey, isn't that a...
One... Now then, what are your wishes? So be it. But first...
What's that?
The way of the Adepti cannot be...
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. Well, Paimon's not... You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one... Yep. Why don't we head over to Wanwan Book...
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guard?
Yes. Here.
Oh, aren't you just...
Hey, isn't that, Star Snapper? What a coincidence. Did you hear the name of the... Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adept... Really? What's so fishy about him? That's true. It really is. Very suspicious. Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Hey there, wait.
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut? You're a rare breed of young...
This is the one! Let's...
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of adepti who defend Lyre. Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you? So, there used to be 5 main Yakshas, but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that No, surely no. The book says that the Yak poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods. It's so true. The book says that the rat hole of which some. Do you think those super evil? Yep. So back to the matter at hand. The things we now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation. To be honest, but if we get our hopes, all right, let's. Make my escape.
Flee at my command, foul demons! Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. And there are innocent
Oh, you bitch.
I don't get it. Has the evil aura of these hilly children...
Sigil of permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar? Right! It's a key... No one...
What are you two babbling on about? Were one but give...
Well, as it happened... So you... Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's a...
One is merely feeling...
Oh, it's that conqueror of demons again. No wonder.
It's you. I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean...
它业障的英文叫 karma 是吗 ？Oh my god！ 因为对我认知，卡玛是制作孽自己造的业。
Yeah, Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh... Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence. so we shall part ways here.
Wait!
No need. I'm used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh!
Well, come on then.
So, Xiao,
Oi,
you've been
oi,
suffering
臭
from
猪！
the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter. I have come to accept this.
Just what will we come across this time?
Wait for my signal.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All Evil to relieve this place of its karma. You must remain calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone. Worthless! Here! Worthless! Boring!
Oh my god！
Worthless! Here!
哎，烦不烦啊？我不跳是这样子吗？
Bane of all evil. That must be the power you got for being a vigilant yaksha, right? Paimon's just realized that you only wear your mask when you're fighting the bad guys. But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Worthless! Boring! Here! It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time. Now, this Star Snatch.
Ooh, Paimon will tell.
An Adeptus who grants wishes. To think that people could be so easily deceived.
As an Adeptus, do you have the power to grant
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, and
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke with. Oh, one more thing. That thing.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got to.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to, but it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
Whoa. Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few.
Reduce the temperature. But as for the censer and the 7 lamps...
Do you know of the 2 Yaksha statues that stand guard beside a merchant road on the southern face of Mount Tianheng? The ancestors of the people of Liyue built shrines there to honor the Yakshas. You should still be able to find some ceremonial items. Once you have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall, and I will teach you how to use this art.
The spirit soars the mountains high.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine. Not
We know it's rude to ask...
for the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust. I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is they serve little purpose here, in any case. You are quite welcome.
This censored... At least it isn't as run down... So, next, we... Paimon thinks we've got all the ones we can use now. But let's say bye to that guy before we leave, Huh?
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you... My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion. Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and censer, you... It is not untrue to say this.
I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis. Today is the anniversary of my death. That aside,
So, you...
I sense his aura upon you. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases.
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror...
Pervases.
I apologize. But mortal lingering will not last much longer. By wave and storm, I hunt for...
Huh? Looks like we should get going.
Stand with me!
Have you gathered the item? This sensor and these lamps.
Oh, and...
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something pervasive, as I thought. It seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. Well then. Place the sensor in the middle, and surround it with the 7-star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed. Yes, this will do. Now, there are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
That seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly. If you have no other questions...
我要换公角是吗？我要换公角是吗？
Ready and waiting.
Then we meditate. Paimon really doesn't want to think... Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right? We finished the ritual! And we...
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless, dead. Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. One must indeed be in a...
There's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this?
All right, time to take him down a peg.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them? Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! Please stop! I surrender. No! No, never again. Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, great Adepti, spare—
We did call your spirit here, but we're not—
You deceived the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an Adeptus. One day, you will reap that—
Seems like Shell's gotten scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name? It really is you. It's truly you.
You know about Shell?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. To this day, I'm an avid collector, but ever since I discovered a sigil of permission, at first, I was just imitating the adept—
Huh. So does—
Yes. Please, allow me to swear— I swear to—
I will remember your oath.
Thank you.
He seemed very earnest when he was making— Oh, wait! We haven't gotten the sigil of permission!
It'd be nice to just lie in the sun. But I must set an example for the others.
Hey there, boss! Star Snatcher stick—
Star Snatcher. He signed in here under the name Wong Ping An. He's already checked out. He said he would— Ah, yes! He also requested that I give this
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler.
How strange that he would Come on, open it! Huh? Seems like he actually left us a few nice trinkets. Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time. Yeah.
I 你记得这里最顶楼吧？不是，这底下啊？我在吃饭。
We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled tickerfish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this?
Tickerfish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed.
Uh-huh. And so...
来吧，胡桃的。
About not that Paimon's scared or anything. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. You're in an empty place, in the middle of nowhere, there's barely any light, and then just when you least expect it, a stranger comes out of... Ah! Quick, do something! Paimon Paimon intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from normal. If he gets us, he's...
Who are you? Traveler? Are you from... Could it be that you traveled? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who...
Whew. Seems he's just your average Huh? Don't be afraid. We come and...
God!
No! Stop!
Relax. Yes, whatever you say. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey! Paimon already said nothing... Was it something Paimon said? Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Director! There's a ghost after me!
Oh? Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts. Exactly! We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either. Forgive me. This is one of our new undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow. Funeral. Oh! The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right? Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad. Yeah, if we were looking for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's help, this is hardly the place we would come to. Ah, but you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short... Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big day comes. Whoa! Slow down! That's... you... There's a lot...
You'll have to... We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. It went very smoothly.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there? You two, on the other hand, have... maybe your understanding of normal? Adventure? Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Wood, to be precise. Wood? That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. But take a look. Our adventurers spend the... Clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily life. Oh, touched a nerve, did I? Anyway, I have a favor to ask. Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to... we're looking for... This seems like something right up my alley. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. When do we... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. She's a weird one.
You again.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, since our last negotiation, first things first, that's not all. We also provide...
I don't think you're hearing...
Okay, all right. Just think about it.
Yeah, speaking of precaution, it's time for you to go.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Director...
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like... Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss. Some things are inevitable. It's only...
Let the wind lead.
I'm out of here.
Seems like the old ways are the most reliable after all. Mung, are you done preparing our promotional materials?
My apologies.
Trust me, they're going to work wonders. Clients in need come to our door and write down their commissions on blank wooden tiles. I fulfill the request written on each tile to make sure, although it is a bit of a hassle with the constant back and...
No, Director, I'm not asking about the wooden tiles themselves, but about the...
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor should keep up with the times. Just business development is a crucial element of every prosperous enterprise. I put up posters just like all the other shops, but then I organized the Wangsheng Visitors Day.
Well, that doesn't come as a huge...
And finally, I discovered that So now, I go from door to door looking for people, and the other method I'm trying is using the wooden tiles as coupons. A solid and durable second home, of course. Well, they may not need it right away, but they can be sure that when they do, it will still be as good as new. It won't start deteriorating. All right, Mung, keep adding those special offers to the wooden tiles. The future of our business depends on it.
I'm still not sure this will work.
Oh, I get it. You think that our special offer is not comprehensive. It is true. I was offering all, but in doing so, I neglected... Let me do...
Paimon already told you we're not... Guess we got dragged into some...
You must be the direct...
Not us!
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. The director is tactful when it comes to what should...
Her? We should get going. Let's go.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. I love it.
But Director...
That's old hat.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, Director.
Poor guy's given up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We? As in us.
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that! It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment, at least. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evil spirits. Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are... Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
Paimon wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. One component of this is correcting notions of death and the after. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by... All right, let's get going.
Director, wait. What about...
Big G? Who's that?
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of.
Where are we going?
To visit an important...
潜在客户。
Hello, I'm.
Okay, so
Nothing major. You shouldn't ignore. When we're healthy, it's.
what are you getting? Go and find.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with a few earnest health tips?
Paimon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor. Can't touch me.
And you?
Hello there. Would you?
Wangsheng Fu. So you're out?
Hardly. Is it?
I'm not sure.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
I know your fate.
Don't apologize. Ever hear the saying?
If you keep talking.
No. But.
You really don't give up, do you?
Thank you.
Not really. This is just getting...
Business development? Surely you...
Then what was it exactly?
No. I was helping to find somebody for Meng. As it turns out, the Big G... The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. But having seen them, so we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you...
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that
Paimon was trying to subtly imply...
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral.
Oh.
I'm out of here.
这怎么卡在这里？
Meng, I'm back.
I see. Well,
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. I've never forgotten. But recently, after one such visit, I can't help but wonder, did I disturb? Perhaps. How would I ever come to terms with...
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into... But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself.
But are you sure there's no danger?
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends, I thought there was a good chance...
Wong Hill, childhood friends?
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this... Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day. I think that...
Say no more. There's no doubt...
You believe so too? That it's just like... And if the curse isn't the symptoms I'm having...
Wuwang Hill?
Hold your horses, both of you.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor
All right. Don't... However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable... Come with me, my trusty assistant.
I guess I'll...
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back...
Okay,
Right. Let's...
怎么在那么奇怪的地方？
ritual at all. Eh? Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? Saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account, and the best way to do that is to make a.
Sounds like that might work. Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time.
Makes sense.
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed,
Paimon didn't see.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the Anyway, let's wait a bit more. Now, look here. This stuff, but don't worry. The traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director.
How can you call me a weirdo? All right, let's get down to business.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Check out me.
I'm counting on you!
How are you feeling?
Yes. I can't express how.
Great. This exorcism device, people like you wouldn't and those were real monsters, not. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to.
The curse? Then why was I.
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning toward.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect.
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing, since we are done with the matter at hand.
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
This is Big G?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Oh my god. 要走回去。
Make my escape. After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched to Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
It must have been poor Lord Chung that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his nightmares.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly?
I can't. It's too high.
That's right, yes. You You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you...
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. Now, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill. And
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends.
Well, if that's the case, Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find us.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all...
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious, so be careful what you say when you collect the key.
Oh my
Are we
god.
really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares. Where you go?
Oh, you. Sorry, Yes, I don't know why he started working, but he must have had his reasons. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. Just, theoretically speaking.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, I can make it for you if you bring. I'm sure he'd appreciate.
Yeah.
Julian chilies. Great, this should be enough. I'll get started on the Julian chili when everyone's ready. I'll get the dish over to you.
Great. See,
哦，是上面靠腰。哇。
Can't touch me.
Not you again.
Meng told us about you. You're a good friend.
That's true, yes. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. But I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. So...
How did you know?
I'm a businessman. I've got a sick... Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I said, here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy, but today, business is booming. I ended up...
Wow!
So, having found me... I see. If it's Songzi you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. I've got an errand to run.
Make my escape.
哦，在上面哦。哦，这边可能会卡住啊。
Reminiscing about old times?
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now,
They've just been telling me you're looking. I make artisan Xiao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. A few days ago, I bought some quality plastrite shards. I've already spoken to the manager.
Seems like you already know what's going on.
I think the plastrite shards.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look some. These look like what Sungza was talking about. Let's head back. And away I go.
My thanks to both of you. Okay, I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. No matter what the days may bring, whichever road...
As for the matter of Big G...
But if you get the chance, please, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. Big G is lucky to... We got everything we need.
Oh, you're back already? You didn't go spilling the beans.
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
I'm kidding. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had to guard the border between life and death, this is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility. And I'm strict.
So what about us? Does it matter?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
Paimon's scared. But like Huta said...
哪边？哦。
Just what will we come across this time?
应该有葡萄用，所以。
Something's come up.
对，果然，哦，还是钻木哎，可以钻木。
Wow, what is this place?
Somewhere close to death, but not like the hell or underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony.
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Oh.
Check this out!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... How do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
I'm pretty sure that's not how people work.
Fire it up!
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental react.
Here's backup! Following thunder!
Speed of light! Hey! Time to go! Quit! Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
Take this! Check this out! Lightning flash!
Speed of light! Hey!
太长了吧？
This looks the same, but there aren't enough. So confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead.
Phew!
What?
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before? Don't get too close! Fire it up! What in Teyvat is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
It's almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
啊，好吧，
The spirits have
我
trapped
懂了
us.
我懂了。
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
So you set us up?
Yeah. If you don't have enough, then why not just carry it through a few more times?
我懂了。
Don't get too close! Huh? We're stuck! The spirits have trapped us!
Don't be daft. You've put my mind at rest. Seems it's not easy for
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers that...
So that's the...
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
What?
Oh shit， 这真的很高哎。
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you client? Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me in. My name is Lan Si. I've been waiting for someone for... Everyone says waiting is difficult. But I can keep waiting, but it's all the same to me.
Are you new here? I can't believe how nice the scenery is. Here I can finally work out on life. By the way, have you...
That guy?
Good for him.
If you're curious.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it...
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom told me. Yell it.
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just...
That's right.
All right, If that's so funny, what
To get rich, of course.
Yeah, if you get rich, you can buy that.
Not just one forever.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a business.
Whoa, it's tough.
As for me, I want to learn to make me.
Yeah, that would.
Anyway, those are.
Me?
Huh?
It brings back so many memories.
It's been so long. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for Little Wu's become a chef.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams, anyway.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room!
Monk's already crossed the border. That's the only way to send Big G off. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter.
They must have paid a huge
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into. It took a long, long time. Longer than you'd think to restore balance and reinstate the border. The previous directors all love to tell this one too, although what you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlors, we live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should not. Huh? It's about time. Let's go.
What kind of places?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No. I think we did but if you ever really do
I won't, I promise. Now that I know that my.
I also want to thank you.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can...
Well then, see you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to...
I'm sorry.
Nah.
All right.
He's gone then.
那
I
臭
thought that
虫
closure would...
So, what was the...
Well, after each of us has started a... That's why I envy my friends so much.
That's right. Also, think about this. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to...
那个臭虫要喷。
Either way, I don't think I'll ever return.
No worries. It's a good opportunity for you to go on vacation. Consider your leave...
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for.
Stop it.
那
I
臭虫要
was
喷几
fishing around
遍？
on your behalf. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything...
You don't sound like you need...
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Oh, stop saying...
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisites...
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regrets.
好吧，今天就到这吧。就这样啦，拜拜啦。啊 ！Oh my god。